Now with GMA investigates. Right now, there's a critical shortage of 911 operators all across the nation. With roughly 240 million calls coming in every year, some cities are missing up to half their usual dispatchers, which means some emergency calls are going unanswered. Kenneth Moten has the story. Good morning, Kenneth.
Good morning, George. Officials say COVID is playing a role in the shortage of 911 dispatchers, but so is burnout and low salaries. Agencies nationwide are working to make up for the shortages that could impact response times in an emergency.
911, where is the emergency?
It's the call you expect will always pick up.
Total of 8 people that were dialing 911 and not one answer. Didn't even answer to say, please hold.
But for Ashley Bagwell from South Carolina, she says earlier this month, as her 6-year-old daughter Hadley was having a seizure, she couldn't get through to 911.
I was absolutely terrified. I remember just screaming, what do I do? You know, what do I do? I need them to talk me through what to do. It was the scariest moment of my entire life.
Bagwell says her oldest daughter ran to the neighbors who also dialed 911 but got no one.
We have actually been experiencing much higher staffing shortages throughout the pandemic, and it's actually really starting to kind of take a head.
The International Academies of Emergency Dispatch reporting some centers struggling with as much as 30 to 50% vacancies. In Alabama, 88 dispatcher jobs open across 10 agencies. Georgia's 911 coordinator telling GMA the state is suffering a critical staffing shortage, made worse after the death of 14 dispatchers from COVID-19. GMA visiting this 911 call center in Chesapeake, Virginia.
Just to advise you, that patient has a history of heart attack. My medic units are responding. They're going to be there as soon as possible.
Where they say they are struggling to hire dispatchers.
We're about 30% short of overall staffing.
I'm sure that these men and women are doing everything they can to help the people who call here. But are there delays?
There are. We've seen a drop in our ability to answer 911 calls within 10 seconds and within 30 seconds, which is some of our standard. We're not able to be as fast as we were because I don't have enough available people to answer those phones.
The dispatchers trying to keep up with calls say it's frustrating.
As a supervisor, when you are in charge and you see those calls holding, it is stressful.
What concerns do you have when it comes to these shortages?
Be patient. Don't hang up because the line rings in a queue. Once you hang up and then call back again, now you're at the bottom.
Where Bagwell lives, Lexington County 911 officials say they're facing the same challenges when it comes to staffing shortages. And the calls were not answered due to a large volume of 911 calls received within a 15-minute period, which overloaded call takers. But county officials say dispatchers called back the initial caller within 3 minutes, but there was no answer. And several other calls were made, finally connecting with a caller 10 minutes after the first call.
I just hope no one ever has to experience the terror of this, and I just don't want anyone to have to go through the stress of 911 not answering when your child is unresponsive.
Bagwell's daughter is doing better this morning. Adding to this issue of shortages, it can still take up to a year to get a new 911 dispatcher fully trained. Some states are working on or have passed legislation reclassifying 911 dispatchers as first responders so they can get better benefits. There's a similar bill currently in Congress. But guys, remember, we're told by officials if you can't get through to 911 immediately, don't hang up.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you, Kenneth.
Thanks, George.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.